Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here we go. Buffalo AD. Just get in the pocket. Come on.
Back to throw. Atkinson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
You look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Kamara. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Atkinson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Willis looking to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Mims in motion left. On third down, it's Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A give running left is Campbell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Kamara running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Atkinson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go with a keeper, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Willis. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Willis to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd down, Atkinson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw, Atkinson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Atkinson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Atkinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Willis out of the gun. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Atkinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Atkinson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Keep the sticks moving, keep them moving. 19 Lion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. That escapes the sack. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now is 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. More defense.
Here's Willis. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Willis. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
So
line.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Atkinson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. Atkinson going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dragons, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line. And this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims, 51 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Atkinson. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 42-0. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
All the way back. Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Atkinson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. New York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you...
And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back back to throw. Atkinson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
From the gun on 3rd down. Atkinson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. Campbell making the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns. And it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Cade York on now for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, bring it back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yes, let's go right now.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Willis going to try to run it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
incomplete. Intended for his running back. It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
And now here's another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Broncos, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.